On Monday, in a 6-3 ruling, the Supreme Court allows for ICE to conduct sweeping immigration operations by allowing them to stop people solely based on race, language, job, or location. The Justice Department said that they will use those factors in a combination with others, and Justice Kavanaugh said that apparent ethnicity could be a relevant factor for a stop. Dissenting Justice Sonia Sotomayor said, this decision erodes constitutional freedoms and that countless people have been grabbed, thrown to the ground, and handcuffed simply based on their looks, their accents, and the fact that they make their living by doing manual labor. One of the plaintiffs said, I was treated like I didn't matter, locked up, cold, hungry, and without a lawyer. Now the Supreme Court is saying that's okay? That's not justice, that's racism with a badge. The next day, Trump was heckled at a DC restaurant.
Free DC! Free Palestine! Trump is the Hitler of our good! Free DC! Free Palestine! Trump is the Hitler of our good! Free DC! Free Palestine! Trump is the Hitler of our good! Free DC! Free Palestine! Trump is the Hitler of our good! Free DC!
Then on Wednesday, Charlie Kirk was fatally shot at an event at Utah Valley University. As of this evening, the shooter has not been found, but many suspect it was politically motivated, considering Kirk was very divisive in his political rhetoric. Trump chimed in by saying that political violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree, which is ironic coming from him, then went on to cite violence that was only committed by the left. Furthermore, he called Charlie Kirk a martyr, and that his administration will go after anyone involved in his murder, as well as anyone else who continues to disrupt law and order. Critics of Trump worry that he'll use this tragedy as a justification to increase his executive powers and his police state.
It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country. From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and 3 others, radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight, I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died, the values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God. Charlie was the best of America, and the monster who attacked him was attacking our whole country. An assassin tried to silence him with a bullet, but he failed, because together we will ensure that his voice, his message, and his legacy will live on for countless generations to come. Today, because of this heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before, and it's not even close.
The next day, authorities released a video of Charlie Kirk's shooter leaving the scene of the crime.
So here you see that the suspect ran behind that upper building. He's going to come out on the right, moves to this far right corner. As he does, he's going to climb off the edge and then drop down to the ground. As he did that, he left some palm impressions. There's some smudges, some places we're looking to collect DNA. There's a shoe imprint where we believe the suspect is clearly identified as wearing Converse tennis shoes. Again, we'll replay that again so you can get another view of that. It's important to note his black t-shirt, his black pants, and there appears to be some white on the soles of those Converse tennis shoes. Those are all identifiable items that we're looking for. In the stills that are going to follow this, you're going to see a very distinctive t-shirt with an American flag. It appears to have an eagle on it. There's also a baseball cap with a triangle on it and a pair of sunglasses. All distinctive, all things that we would ask the public to look for and try to identify if they know someone who has those items, who has been seen wearing those items. We're looking for all that information. Here you see the suspect after dropping off the building. He moved around across this grassy area, around the parking lot. We're going to pan to the right. After he crosses the street, this is where he moves over into the wooded area. This is the video evidence that we utilize to track his movements and to locate that firearm in that wooded area following the discovery of this evidence. You want to go to the stills? So here's the still photographs I mentioned. These have been enhanced, so these are slightly different than what we introduced earlier. Please pay close attention to the t-shirt, like I said, very distinctive with that American flag and that eagle. The hat with the triangle and the sunglasses. Can you go to the next picture, please? The backpack as well. All identifying features that we're hoping the public can help us identify and lead us to this suspect. Next picture. And again, there's a better picture of the hat with that triangle logo, and again the t-shirt, blue jeans, and you get a good look at those Converse tennis shoes as well.
Then on Friday, NATO is bulking up its defensive posture on its eastern flank bordering Belarus, Russia, and Ukraine, with new equipment to deter potential Russian aggression after Russia violated Polish airspace with drones. Russia said they did nothing wrong, and that the drones went astray because they were jammed. However, European leaders have expressed certainty that the incursion was a deliberate provocation by Russia. The next day, when discussing radicalized people from both parties, Trump was asked how we can fix this country and bring people back together. Trump responded by saying he couldn't care less, and that the radicals on the right are okay, but the radicals on the left are the problem.
What do we do about our country with that? Because we have radicals on the right as well. We have radicals on the left. People are watching all of these videos and cheering. Some people are cheering that Charlie was killed. How do we fix this country? How do we come back together?
I'll tell you something that's going to get me in trouble, but I couldn't care less. The radicals on the right oftentimes are radical because they don't want to see crime. They don't want to see crime.
Worried about the border.
They're saying, we don't want these people coming in. We don't want you burning our shopping centers. We don't want you shooting our people in the middle of the street. The radicals on the left are the problem, and they're vicious, and they're horrible, and they're politically savvy.
Finally, on Sunday, Trump warns that left-leaning groups will be investigated following the fatal shooting of Charlie Kirk. He didn't offer any details on who is being investigated, but once again he doubled down that the problems in our country are on the left. He said, when you look at the agitator, you look at the scum that speaks so badly of our country, the American flags burning all over the place, that's the left, not the right.